monsters at your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat.
So, even though it looks like Akali is having a bit, okay, Faker stole his oil.
Yeah, but Chovy was still able to pop the next one and jumps on top of him. That's actually the passive, as we'll see whether Chovy is going to be able to go more aggressive. I think it's towards Christmas, as they're looking for Canna, puts down the pillar, but doesn't find too much more there, as T1 instantly have started off game number one. As Doran going to get knocked up, Canna, not with a lot of mana available, but you can see Doran just walking into that one, flash forward, and that was just disrespectful out of Doran. First blood so easily for Canna.
And Canna still has his spellbook available, I believe, so everything is just going really bad right now for DRX. You have an Akali that's going even against Gangplank in the mid lane, and this is a byproduct to how Chovy chose to play out the lane. Now Faker drawing a lot of aggro here.
Yep, barrel comes down. They do get the flash out. Yeah, double flashes in here as Pioshik's going to be able to take down the Akali. Cuz has been exhausted as Kerry is chasing after them, but Magical Journey gets them safely into the red buff.
Play by Faker ends up getting punished. Take a look at this. So Doran tries to get the whole crash in. He tries to turn around to get the knockback on Horn.
캐리 해줄게 내가. 오케이 나이스. 이거 트렌드 잠깐 먹고 갈 수 있어 상도아.
And then it immediately cuts to a replay here. This is Faker versus Chovy. Gangplank ult comes out defensively, and then he tries to run to get the recall off. And what Faker's trying to do here is clear out the minion wave, stop the recall one more time, because then he would just be able to be super far ahead of the Gangplank if he could lock him in lane, but not anticipating the Trundle to be there as well. Things just get really hard as, okay, pick scaling comp, rotate for Herald, and see how it works, Cotton.
Yeah, well, Carrier is going to go down very low, eats the Grey Health, flashes away, but in goes Faker. Is able to execute the Tahm Kench, but now he's on the wrong side. He's got the Shroud, but already 2 kills have come in as Teddy takes a Magical Journey. Looks for the next one, but Faker steals it away. And T1 find another fantastic team fight in this matchup against DRX. And it started very early in this game.
To a turret to get advantage, the XP has to be accounted for. But here, T1 ends up actually rotating everything. You can see Chovy split. And it just doesn't make any sense. They would have dragged all their members to the top-hand side of the map, and T1 basically say to straighten up, as these champions aren't in a position to teamfight. They never would be at this stage of the game, so really reckless, and T1 are just so far ahead right now.
Teleport coming in, it's down very low. There's the Tempered Fate, and Pioshik doesn't have his flash available. He will have to use that ultimate, but the Devour comes in first. Faker now in the backline. The Dragon is stolen away, but this is all about the Akali and what he can do to try and eradicate DRX. Looks like he's not going to go too far forward, and Mountain Soul is coming in. No more aggression as DRX are going to put down Shelly on the top side. As Canna's looking to try and at least stop something. Gets a knock up, but that's only going to deny a few moments of Shelly's time, as she does eat up all of those plates on this turret. So, slight advantage here, but Deft will need a devour here from Keria. Does get him into his belly, but Keria relatively low and Cuz making his way in. Teddy should be taken down here as DRX have turned it bottom side, and now Cuz could be in trouble. There's the stopwatch from Keria. Deft very low, but Cuz as well takes that auto from the Victor and is in a lot of trouble. Abyssal Voyage, Deft can't get in, and Faker is going to be able to take down the Tahm Kench anyway. Actually smart of Deft not to get in there, otherwise that would have been a double kill for Faker with 1 5-point strike.
Yeah, so it ends up being a 2-for-1 in the end, not the end of the world, but T1 definitely making out ahead as Canna trying to run for his life right now. He's gonna make it. He's gonna dab on them. Close Akali is to the Gunblade. Let's take a look at how this all transpired. So Deft walking up, knows that he has the Devour by Tahm Kench. Gravity Field ends up coming out, and Cuz actually kiting a little bit suboptimally, gets hit by the Gravity Field, but it doesn't matter because you have Faker coming around from the north for the flank, and they end up casting the heal on Bard. Got a little bit nervous perhaps against another Death Ray by Deft. But
and there's a Tempered Fate. Keria will be able to gobble up this Victor if he wants to. Doesn't even have to here. As Effort taking a lot of damage. Chaos Storm comes down. Magical Journey gets the Bard out of there. Possible overextension, but you can see DRX just trying to get the health bars low on T1 and allow them to move over towards this Mountain Drake already. Teleport coming in from Doran, who does have his Duskblade completed. And throws out the Shock Blast. Teddy in trouble. Look at that lethality doing work as Chovy and Faker fighting it out. Faker getting that ultimate out of Chovy is a big deal, actually, as Chovy's still sitting on all of those oranges. And Faker now having to run for the hills. He does have teleport, but Pyoshik's coming down as well. No Shroud for the next couple of seconds, as he doesn't go for the alcove. Does get the Shuriken backflip though, but there's the snipe.
The Akali there, which is a testament to just how unfortunate that situation would have been, or could have been, for T1. The kill ends up going over to Doran. Mountain Drake captured, and we got some action up here in the top lane. There's no turret plates. Is exactly where they want to be. Ornn has an upgrade of not electing to use it on anyone.
Yeah, Faker's actually going to be taken down very low here. Goes Golden, Gravity Field is set up, Flash comes down as there's the Cannon Barrage, stopping a lot of this re-engage from T1.
Instead of Teddy's Molten Edge, which is a little bit surprising, they're going to go over the wall, they're going to flip.
Yeah, we're looking for a 50-50 as Faker's right into the backline. Great Devour from Keria, and Faker falls. Canna gets exhausted as it is going to be the Mountain Drake locked down by DRX, and they claim a couple of kills. Abyssal Voyage very aggressively on top of Cuz, who will get licked by Keria and destroyed. But no, fantastic snare comes through from Effort. I don't know whether it's going to be enough as flashes forward from DRX, and they are not stopping Teddy. In trouble, the flash from Chovy, the Chaos Storm, not enough, and Teddy's going to survive. But the pings are down on the Baron.
The cut out muscle teleports coming in to try to do something.
This
should be the Baron.
Faker's gonna dive on in and oh my god, Faker steals the Baron. He's turned it immediately. Takes down the jungler as well. Keria, no options. This is an uber throw out of DRX, but a fantastic capitalization by T1. They ace Dragon X in the Baron pit, and now the game might just be over.
Thousands of free gold and XP to DRX that you would never be able to utilize in top lane. So they back off, not electing to take it. We'll go to the replay really quick first. Cuz goes over the wall, tries to actually eat the bat with the dragon, but Pyoshik turns back around, wins the smite fight. Dragon went to 400. Faker biting off a lot more than he can chew. He's done this a lot this game, which is very uncharacteristic of him. So Cuz ends up getting tagged right there, and then this Chaos Storm that Deft casts so late, you see, turns back around. And then because he turns back around, the Chaos Storm doesn't end up killing Teddy. And that changes everything because Helios is here in this Baron fight. Faker gets in. And then really good play by Faker. You see all the FP usage to keep watching his teammates, looking around at lane stage, trying to assess what is the best option here Same way an RTS player.
Taken, Cuz is going to be able to eliminate it.
30
And DRX unable to do anything. And here's the Ornhorn to try and go for the re-engage. Double knock up there on the Pyosik and Carrier. There's the Cannon Barrage. Faker gets into the backline. Hasn't done anything just yet, though. This is going to get shot by Chovy a few times. Redemption coming on in. And that is going to get Faker back up to relatively high health. Flash is going to be flashed by Carrier. As Deft making his way in, but not able to actually follow up with this Chaos Storm, as Teddy not going to be displaced.
Wave clear endlessly for about 5 minutes. Teddy flashing those, really dangerous. Perhaps putting it on Jace or the Gangplank as Kanna's caught out.
Yeah, gonna be able to get the knock up there as Deft gets devoured, gets spat out again. Good knock up there from Carrier. Deft has to flash to get himself out of the way. Faker immediately exhausted, dives onto Deft, who's already dead actually. The Aphelios takes him down as Chovy, the last real man standing who can do any damage, but Doran is going to be there. Effort chasing after Carrier now. They're just going to give up their Tahm Kench as Doran moves on back. 1.5 minutes until that Mountain Drake is available. And Chovy should be able to get the back off here. No, not able to. As he's hit by the Forge Fire Cape. Effort turns up, doesn't land the Cosmic Binding as Chovy trying to do the impossible. Takes a magical journey, wants to take down the Bard. But he's just gone back and forth through this journey. Can he actually take him down here though is the question. He's going to get that lifeline. A lot of extra lifesteal now available for this Gangplank, who's going to get knocked up. And there is the boop with the Brittle, and Canna is going to take him down.
Faker, a bit of a savant, did build
I saw it.
The Void Staff. As we take a look at this, so Kanna, he gets caught out right here, but it doesn't matter because the angle from DRX doesn't really matter. Faker gets a flank off for free. There's no phalanx by DRX, which is so important for the Gangplank and the Victor to be able to fight, and then it's run for the hills out of DRX as they can't really find any leg to stand on. Chovy busy fighting with the Raptors, and that actually delays him so much.
Not necessarily all that much of a big deal, but DRX are getting in here. Tempered Fate comes down. Single knockup from Canna isn't the best as Chovy's in this Drake pit. Goes golden with his stopwatch, but he's still in danger and will be taken out as Cuz locks down the Mountain Soul. And T1 are staring down a Game 1 win. Faker diving into the back line. And now Doran trying to run, but he's not going to be able to. 5 members of T1 just launching after him. He buys a small amount of time, but it's a double kill for Faker. A 10,000 gold lead and a Game 1 win for T1.
Even though there was some shakiness, they almost actually threw the game away. But they managed to remain steadfast. They brought it back. Yeah.
But these are the Nexus turrets falling down. T1, Game 1 in this best of 5. So don't know what that means, as it's likely that it's going to get swapped. Come on, 3 seconds to go.
Might be mid
wait,
Callista.
are we going to go last second swap for Callista bot lane?
No, it's going to
we're
be
not.
the
It's
mid
Callista mid. All
yeah,
right.
basically going up against one another as Carrier, I don't know what he's looking to try to do.
Ooh, that's cute. He's just waiting for the cooldown on his flag, dude. That's all he does.
That can benefit from the fasting playstyle. As Kanna might die here, but should be able
There's
to
a knockup.
pop away.
Flash actually comes in from Doran. 200 health. Flash forward from Pyosik, but it's a good slow after the knockback.
Atrox is going to be really susceptible now to...
Oh my goodness, he might actually be able to turn this as well as he gets the boot back. Nicely done. And now, it was a shock blast away from death for Doran. Not quite there anymore as Pyosik once again back towards the top side. Still with Flash in hand, and he's going to back on a ward. Absolutely not what you want, as this might still be a turnaround opportunity. There it is! We saw it coming and it happened. It's going to be a 1-for-1 most likely as the rev up ticks down, but still 100% worth for Canna.
Well, Faker still continuing to get...
Oh my god, he just solo killed him! Underneath the turret with a Pierce, Chovy. Amazing play now, Cuz out of position. Pillar is fantastic this time around, and Cuz has to flash to get out of the Cataclysm. But Chovy's gonna flash forward, misses the Pierce. Now, there's going to be an unforced error, but Chovy's still going to pick up this Trundle, throws it back towards Teddy, just to make sure that they're not going to die to it, but Teddy's in trouble. Good stun onto Chovy, and he does fall down in the end, punished for over-aggression.
Chovy, they relieve all of the pressure. Let's take a look at how this all transpired. So, all of these stacks just going straight into the Corki. And you can tell Faker didn't even realize what was about to come his way.
Yeah, because he rendered the minions as he was shooting the pierce through. It was very clean from Chovy, but this was
They could have just rotated everyone to mid. They had the Trundle, they had the Jarvan. They just move everyone mid, they get several turret plates, and then you have the Trundle go over to the Raptor camp. But no, instead, they gotta flip a coin. And at this time, it's not gonna pan out the way that they wanted. Effort goes over the wall, face breaker onto Chovy, and that's a really big tempo swing in T1's favor. That again, but you can see Jace rotating into mid. He would be forced to share with Gold on.
Yeah, there's the Fate's call. Faker not going to get knocked up, but he has absolutely no mana. Doran's going to get in, great knock up, but the Dawning Shadow will come in and keep Canna alive. The double flashes come in, but Cuz is there with the body slam. Fantastic defensive play here from T1 as Doran taking so much damage. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to land, but only onto Faker. And DRX do walk away with their lives, but they're unable to get the pickoffs onto T1.
Anything against T1s. It's going to be so hard for them to engage. I mean, Canna.
There's the Cataclysm carrier going down very, very low. Knockup finally comes in as Dawning Shadow there to try and keep Canna alive, but Effort's going to teleport forward. There's the showstopper onto Pioshik as he's looking to try and get out of there. Faker's going to throw down the exhaust onto Carrier. Carrier going to survive for the moment. Pioshik also surviving for a very long time, but finally does go down. Cuz looks for one, but misses onto Deft. It's a good flash. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down, and Doran is going to survive inside, so there was no real way
탑에 안 보여? 애들 미드야
to
얘네.
get in.
아, 공간은
Replay once again.
중간줄게.
내가 장난 홀까지 잘 써봐. 홀까지 잘 써봐.
길게 좋아 길게
짧은 너플.
길게 해봐 다 잡았어 이거 다 잡았어 천천히
Go
짧은
slow.
너플이야.
사운드 풀 있어.
닉스
He
해볼게
has
나
flash. Try to let
아,
flash.
직스 봐.
Ziggs, or look at Ziggs.
서울 나왔다 이거.
어,
And
또
they're
있고.
saying Atron
나 2, 3초, 2, 3초,
flash.
2초. 끝인 것 같아. 빼자, 빼자.
Rift Herald still being sat on by Pioshik. We'll see where he's actually going to put that one down. Ideally, it will be in the mid lane as Canna has jumped on top of Doran. The flash not going to be enough there as he's looking for the final knockup. Will get it as Worldender is in. Flash over from Canna and is still able to secure the kill despite missing.
Here is this next Mountain Drake is going to be super important because there's more and more resistances starting to come in on
my God.
T1 members.
That's a fair bit of burst. As Canna is, you can't stop it. Away, a control ward. Package delivered to Chovy as the exhaust comes in as well. He's trying to hop out of here and he has nowhere to go whatsoever. Great cask once again from Cuz. And in the meantime, Canna is just winning the game by himself. I like it. That's value. It's value right there.
It is value. Faker goes for the Valkyrie here onto Chovy, uses the exhaust, and Cuz barrel over the arm, collapsing onto Chovy and just killing him as Canna was really busy raising everything up in top lane. And this game, I think, is just... hold on!
Okay, Deft does a lot of damage. Mega Inferno Bomb onto Faker, but doesn't land the sweet spot. In the meantime...
The cask, as well as just the safety of being able to approach this as Pioshik, he can't tank it. Oh, no.
Okay, so Canna's just going to wait for it.
Huh?
Faker's in the pit for some reason. Not sure exactly how that happened because we were panned towards the bottom side. Baron down to half health. Remember, they do have Rend available. T1 are teleporting for this one as Effort dives into the backline. Great face breaker as Doran's going to... Sorry, Deft is going to get taken down first. A double kill for Canna, who's just a monster in this team fight. And Teddy had respawned. He's got a Dawning Shadow. And once again, DRX hand over a Baron on a silver platter.
Oh! And these bullets are actually missing Chovy, but it doesn't matter. And there's the minion wave with close proximity to the Baron buffed up minions. 25 seconds on the Ziggs. He will...
To a 10,000 gold lead. This game, LS, is over.
Yeah, this game is absolutely over. I mean, we can take a look at how this all transpired, though. Really nice combo by Carrier and Deft to take down Teddy. But then remember, Teddy, during this replay, 10 seconds until he would end up spawning. Jace elects to teleport in. And then it was a bit of a an assemblant, or yeah, they assemble here for the Baron fight. Cass goes in, superplex onto Doran, Baron 6th member for T1, as then Teddy casts the Senna ultimate, and that was pretty much sayonara for Dragon X's hopes inside of this game, as Chovy just has to look on at all of the corpses of his teammates in the Baron pit.
Turret falls down. Remember, there was no inhibitor turret anyway on the bottom side, as Canna is taking a fair bit of damage. It's a good pillar there from Pyosik. But Chovy can't chase after him. Faker doing a lot of damage to this turret as well as he moves this next minion wave forward. As Canna should be able to take down this inhibitor. Doran down to half health. There's the Fate's Call. Doesn't get a knock up though. As Cuz getting burned down, but there's the turnaround. Pyosik should be dying here. Dawning Shadow comes in to keep all of T1 alive. 3 dead. In the blink of an eye, Deft going to fall down as well. Double kill for Faker as he's going to get rid of this inhibitor as well. And Carrier barely has a health bar. I don't know what you're doing out of your fountain right now, as this is going to be the last push for T1 in game 2. And they're already at match point. They are speedrunning these playoffs so far.
Yeah, and that's going to be the next, the Nexus turret's falling, and Atlas, this is really just looking like a 3-0, because I refuse to believe that they're not a Legends player. They also seem to be very adept at baseball and football. So,
너플 있어. 아트 노플. 아트 노플이야.
본다.
나 뒤돌게. 나이스. 바텀으로 가면 끝나겠다. 보스로 가자. 잘하면 노플임.
한번 맞아.
노플이야.
오케이, 보자. 잡자.
다시 해줬어.
미안.
빨리
미안, 끝내. 제발 끝내.
나이스.
파워 쳐주세요.
시간 많아.
웨이브.
강경하지 마세요.
네.
집중이 안 되지. 이렇게.
All too easy. Not exactly the heightened voices that we've heard in some of our bathroom. I gotta let him in. We'll have a look at this stun first. Is great knockback. Own skewer fully charged. Faker has to flash. And now Deft running for the hills. I don't know what happened to get him into this position, but doesn't have to flash. Good satchel charge gets him out. He thought that was coming up. He's like, it's bound to be coming up now. There we go. There it is. But instead, he's looking for a potential gank, as Pyosik is going to turn up in time. Cuz shows himself at the wrong moment, actually, as Winter's Wrath is going to go wide.
although Canna is trying to hard shove this wave, this could be really rough.
Yep, Pyosik's position not given away just yet. Has the ultimate, and they land it onto the Lucian. No opportunity to flash or anything like that, and he is just going to be taken down.
It would be illogical for Sejuani to be here.
Another ultimate, but this time Relentless Pursuit is available. Teddy's moving up towards the top side, and Cuz is going to be in position.
On the Atrox.
Yeah, I think he did that last time as well, when we saw it against Darmon. As Epic taking a fair bit of damage, Mega Inferno Bomb just to try and clear out the minion wave and the Maokai.
Come pretty close to dealing true damage to several of the members.
Cuz body slamming his way out. You can see teleports in from T1 though. They're going to have 3 members down here. 2 versus 2 on the top side is confirmed as Bone Skewer goes wide. Carrier goes underground, but is able to dash himself out of the way of the culling. He would have been shredded just to get out of the way here, as the ulti is going to get flashed. And Teddy is going to survive for the moment.
Not a whole bunch going on.
Faker in trouble. Yeah, pulled back. Does have to use the heal. This is World Ender now on cooldown, but not a huge deal. As Pyosik moving towards the bottom side. Canna going to take a shock blast. Able to move out of some of the damage there, but into the death chamber is where he eventually went.
Peril's going to be spawned now down in bot lane. This should crash and get this bottom tier 2 turret. Equalizer though.
Yep, Doran in a little bit of trouble as the Brambles do come forward. It's at least the Jace kill, as Arctic Assault should try and get Pyosik out of here. Able to answer with an ulti there onto Canna as he's slowed down, and Pyosik's just trying to run his way out. The culling still available, and the flash eventually comes in, but Pyosik will not survive this, as they are going to take a fair bit of damage, but DRX trying to offer more back on the other side.
Live, and now TRX, they're going to get themselves an Infernal Dragon.
Well, Chovy's in trouble. He has to try and humble dash to get himself out of here, but he's not going to be able to do so. Chovy, oh no, they give up. on the kills. The rest of DRX do come on over, but still, in the end, it is going to be a kill. Effort's going to go down, though, and so that's going to mean a 1-for-1 there towards the top side of the map, and the Drake taken by DRX. As Effort throws over a little sapling. Chovy's going to get the knock-up onto the Maokai, as the double knock-up does eventually come in, but we do have the Piercing Darkness, and that should help keep these guys sustained. Kyochik very tanky as well on this Sejuani, as Shock Blast is going to go wide. Every time these abilities don't hit, it is good news as Doran taking a lot, but Canna going to take even more. Ulti comes out from the Sejuani onto Effort, though. He is a tank. He wants to be soaking these abilities, as now Chovy finds himself by himself, but able to Umbral Dash to get himself over the wall. Effort is going to have to go home. No Warmogs or anything like that to keep him alive, as Cuz looking to make this a 50-50, and it is going to be worth it. If he gets into this pit and dies, but he's able to take a dragon, that is fantastic news for T1, as they have full vision of this going down. As Cuz not in position, and now it's soul point for DRX. They're looking to try and make their way out. Effort teleports just a little too late. But Def just wants to hold on to that artillery strike for as long as possible. Oh, goodbye. That was blind.
And this is do or die. They need to stop the Gragas from entering.
If he can steal it, no, it's not going to happen. And there is Infernal Soul. Massive damage, but the Dawning Shadow, it flies over to keep everyone on T1 alive. But I think it's only bought a very small amount of time for this team. 7,000 gold is the lead. As DRX finally pull the trigger, they are going to start off with Baron immediately. T1 do throw down that small ward area, lying in wait. Equalizer goes down onto everyone from Faker. As Deft down to about half. Effort trying to move in here. There are no smites for this Baron, though, and it will be taken. The flash in. Cuz was there to try and make it a 50-50, but Baron is going to finally defect. He chooses DRX for this game, as Canna's going down very low. Carrier just trying to take him, and he's going to be able to. Gets the reset on top of it. There's the other one. So much money for DRX. How unfortunate that they're not going to be able to spend it, because they're deciding that it's time to win the game.
And they're going to be able to end the game. The death timers are way too high. Top minion wave in super close proximity. And this means that we're going to a game number 4, which no one was probably expecting after watching the first 2 games. But DRX in this game 3 match point managed to fight back, and Deft with a really good... It would be a bit of a shame if I see a Bomby Cinder, as we got a trade happening here between Faker and Chovy. Chovy does get the better end of it. And
as Cuz comes on in, there's no distortion. Flash has to be used. Perfect timing there from Cuz on the gank.
The Bombies doesn't have usage against the Lucian. Okay, hold on. First, we got a trade.
Kyoshik, yeah, he's going to get stunned up. Faker goes on over. Carrier is here, but there's first blood. Faker getting taken down very, very low, but there's the flash forward from Effort. Does manage to land the stun, and now Chovy should be falling as well. Yep, passive not going to be good enough, and Effort picks up the kill. Just T1 saying, no, we are fundamentally just better than you guys. Don't worry about it, as, yeah, that is a flash into it as he dives the turret, and that is a very dead Lucian.
Everything that he can to keep the wave on his side of the map. Effort rotates, knowing that Faker's going to need some help. Here's Cuz as well.
Yeah, in position, actually biding his time there as the barrel does get back. Effort a little bit late on the Unbreakable, but Chovy is extraordinarily low, making his way out to the north is now Cuz. Looking pretty immovable on this Trundle right now, and Chovy just going to try and clear out. Faker has the package. That should confirm that T1 should be able to lock down Shelly, and now Kyoshik is trying to avoid this, but package going to be delivered. That is not what he ordered. Absolutely not. As Chovy now going to get slowed. Effort turning up, but Carrier is going to find him in that exact moment.
As they're going to move into the mid stage.
얘 이제 아래쪽도 올 수 있다, 진성이.
한번 뭐
아래 한번 받을게, 이거. 그냥 받아먹을게, 이번에. 좀 위험할 수.
뒷가라도 그럼.
나이스.
나이스.
좋아.
상대 그라 노플이야, 그라
Nice,
노플.
good job.
소르텔인가?
Caught shopping there a little bit as we have a look at Faker's package delivery.
Yep. Bumps.
If he was a delivery man, he would
Into the
absolutely be
Gragas.
fired.
Yeah.
Okay, now Cuz going to turn up. Shelly going to be here, but Chovy standing, lying in wait. They want to try and get this dive. As Ward goes over the wall, Chovy jumps on forward, and he pops back to his distortion. Canna's flash now on cooldown.
Ding. Finally, the level 7. Let's take a look at this one more time. So Doran manages to move out of the way of the pillar and the Searing Charge as another really big trade. Doran utilizing all of his mana pool to try to make this happen, Cuz made his way up, but here was Chovy and friends. And remember, Chovy, to do this, he gave up the entire mid-minion wave. So that is something that just went into the void. They don't even have their first core item on LeBlanc yet. Doran might just die here again.
Yep. He's just going to get taken down before he can do anything. Effort not even going to die in the interim after tanking up the turret. Shirley goes down, looking to get her first charge. Might even be denied, yeah. Not actually going to utilize it on that particular turret. Is Effort's going to get lit on fire? No. He's just going to walk out. Chovy doesn't have Ignite, of course. So Shirley going to get her charge onto the inhibitor turret. Carrier going down very low. Decent exhaust there as Cuz still able to help grab that turret as Carrier goes gold and had a lot of sticks in him. As you can see, Deft now trying his very best to do some relevant damage, but the Moonlight Vigil not going to be enough. Okay, well,
a bit of Owen Wilson here.
Exactly, he's certainly behind enemy lines, but he's going to throw down the Ornhorn anyway as he gets the knock up onto Deft, but Sentry Turret comes in. There are a lot of Chakrams, and Deft has delivered the kill for free. Canna walking across Vision, and Deft going to get snared up. Goshik has to get out of here as, oh my god, Chovy into the backline. Faker diving on over with the Valkyrie as there's the dredge line. Goes golden, but into the backline is Canna. Flash out from Deft to make sure that he stays alive as Canna taking all this auto attack damage. The onslaught there from Deft, but he gets exhausted and will be taken down by Teddy. Doran now trying to kite this one out as Piochik is on top of Faker, but he Valkyries again. Gets himself out of the way. T1 will get themselves to Soul Point and win themselves a team fight, but Piochik able to be a hero on the backline, and Chovy as well takes down Teddy. Cuz should be able to answer this one, but there are distortions. There's a lot of funny business that Chovy can throw out, as now should be able to dart his way around this map and teleport himself to safety. So the trade is going to be even, but the Infernal Drake went to T1.
Yeah, and you can see that T1, they're still looking for Chovy, but he's already managed to get out of there via the teleport. So they win the team fight, or they end up going even in it for the most part. Take a look at Chovy, lands a two-man distortion and takes Teddy out of the fight almost immediately, goes back in with a bit of smoke and mirrors, just barely manages to dodge the Ornament ultimate. On the right-hand side, Canna locking up Doran as well. Deft ends up getting exhausted and pillared as well, brought down almost immediately as Doran not able to find the kill onto Faker. Not really that much synergy with Piochik as they attempted to bring him down, but Piochik goes back in with the flash body slam, and Teddy, not really long for this world, ended up even blowing his flash, even in 3 minutes.
Full dredge line, barely gets carried out. He has to flash as Fate Skull gets effort in on top of Deft, but he's unstoppable for the moment and is eventually taken down. That's going to be the double kill for Faker. Now Doran in trouble as Teddy hops over the wall. Triple kill for the man in the mid lane for T1 as Doran has been spotted. Faker is chasing him. He wants that Quadra as there is the Blade of the Ruin King, but it's not going to be enough. Canna steals away the Quadra kill.
And things are only going to get worse for him in the remainder of this game. As, take a look at this, the Kalista ultimate doesn't end up colliding with Deft, it doesn't matter. The pillar comes out, synergy with the Orn, knocking up Deft, who stands tall but only to be knocked down. Doran getting over the Raptor pit wall, but brought down in the end. Anyway, T1, meanwhile, in live, do capture the Baron, and I think that's it, Atlas. I think T1 are going to go on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be the chains that do land, get a little bit of CC, but there's the cast. Doesn't really do too much, but Faker is out of position. Depth charge is going to land. Fate Skull comes in, though, and Depth once again going to be the target. Taken down immediately as Chovy off to the side, not able to find the chains, and Carrier is going to get burned down. And now Teddy hopping mad in the back line, looking for more. Gets himself the lifeline passive, nails the Quadra kill, and Chovy's going to be here standing underneath his turret with his little crab emote saying, Teddy, bring it. If you want to get that pentakill, you're going to need to come and take me down. But Teddy's not interested in that. This guy just wants to get himself to the finals on Saturday, and they are going to be able to do so. Faker is looking for Chovy for that 1v1, but it's just not going to matter. Nexus to be taken down. DRX fought back in game number 3, but in the end, it was all T1. And they are going to meet Genji in that final for the 2017 World Championship rematch.
Get taken down.
볼게 이거. 아직
And then if she gets tagged by Braum once, it's all over.
앞라인.
앞에.
잡았다. 들어와도 될 것 같기도 해. 들어와도 될 것 같기도 해. 올만해. 타워 좀 깨줘.
미드라인 끝내자, 미드라인.
나이스. 저있습니다.
나이스.
이거
몇 년 만에 결승이고 이거. 나
이거
끝났다,
소주 아니야,
끝났다.
이거?
레전드네.
아, 근데.
He didn't see the emote. That's so sad.
오랜만이다 결승.
여기서 로얄러도 등록됐고.
눈물 나물이야.
And like I was saying to you earlier, Atlas, T1 win 100% of the games, they capture the Nexus. So,
And I can't believe that stat stayed relevant. You spoke about it in this game, and then once again, in a game that T1 wins, they kill the Nexus. Just insane. I don't know how you do it so consistently.
I'm not
I
sure
pog
either.
voted. My pog vote was LS. 10 out of 10. And it will be Canna. 4, 1, and 8 on the on. Being able to solo kill the Lucian certainly was very impressive.
Yeah. Really key to take off all the pressure and basically make the Lucian invalid in this game, as he's never able to really come back. So Doran, in a bit of a surprising fashion, just falling down here so easily in top lane. And maybe the pressure of the series just ended up getting to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's certainly some work to be done here by DRX, but they will have a lot of time now to do it, and I think they should still be proud of how far they've come with the rookies on this team, right? Remember, Carrier and Pyoshik are still so extremely young. Not to mention, you know, Chovy doesn't have that many years on his hands either. So we'll see what this means for DRX as we move into the summer split. But I think that this team is still a very exciting one to watch. Just not good enough here on the day to take down T1, who are